Hello, for our Resources for Renewal Spotlight this week, I wanted to recommend a resource for renewal. It's a daily devotional by Peter Scazzero called Day by Day, Emotionally Healthy Spirituality, a 40-day journey with the Daily Office. This has really impacted me in a powerful way. I've worked through it now a number of times. I want to share one of the daily devotionals with you. But the most important and significant thing about these we're actually not going to practice. Pete recommends a period of 2 to 5 minutes of silence before and after each devotional to pause, be still, meditate upon God's presence. Just be with Him, not be a human doing, but a human being. I have valued these times of silence immensely, and I encourage you to pick up this resource and follow along. Here's an example from John chapter 1, verses 17 to 19. And again, this would follow a period of silence. The third time Jesus said to him, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" Peter was hurt because Jesus asked him the third time, "Do you love me?" He said, "Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you." Jesus said, "Feed my sheep. Very truly I tell you, when you were younger, you dressed yourself and went where you wanted. But when you are old, you will stretch out your hands, and someone else will dress you and lead you where you do not want to go." Jesus said this to indicate the kind of death by which Peter would glorify God. Then he said to him, "Follow me." Now, Pete Scazzero writes, Jesus had this different vision of maturity. It is the ability and willingness to be led where you would rather not go. How we are all experiencing that right now. Immediately after Jesus commissions Peter to be a leader of his sheep, Jesus confronts Peter with the hard truth that the servant leader is the leader who is being led to unknown, undesirable, and painful places. Again, this is so related to where we are right now. Henry Nouwen expressed it well. The way of the Christian leader is not the way of upward mobility in which our world has invested so much, but the way of downward mobility ending on the cross. Powerlessness and humility in the spiritual life do not refer to people who have no spine and who let everyone make decisions for them. Rather, they refer to people who are so deeply in love with Jesus that they are ready to follow him wherever he guides them, always trusting that with him they will find life and find it abundantly. During the second season of silence, Scazzero recommends you meditate upon a question. Here's the question in light of the devotional I just read. In your own words, speak to God about your willingness to go where he leads you. What joys and or fears accompany your willingness? Keep that question in mind today. And again, I encourage you to pick up a copy of Day by Day, a great resource for renewal. I'll close our time in prayer now by praying the short prayer from the devotional. Father, to you, I acknowledge that I don't want to go the way of powerless and humility. Like Peter, I want to know what you are doing with those around me. But I love you. Help me to trust you with this day, with tomorrow, and with my whole life. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen indeed. Thank you for watching.